Every time a Supreme Court justice is nominated and selected, it's always important to keep note of because it will affect the balance of power between Democrats and Republicans in the Supreme Court. A few weeks ago, Supreme Court Justice Ginsburg has sadly passed away, and she was revered and honored by many Americans. However, immediately after, the Republicans in Senate and Donald Trump have decided that they want to select and nominate a new Supreme Court justice before the election this year. I'm keeping track of this. Because I'm really concerned about how this will play out and affect the Supreme Court, and also how it will affect the federal government because I'm an American citizen. Mitch McConnell is in favor of this process of selecting and nominating a new Supreme Court justice, while Joe Biden is opposed to this and wants to wait until after the election. Peter J. Eckerman is a constitutional lawyer, and he believes that the Constitution mandates Senate to have a congressional hearing for whatever president nominates for the Supreme Court. There seems to be a trend in all of history where the people in power want to keep their power and expand their power. This trend seems to apply to Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell is in favor of nominating and selecting a new Supreme Court justice before the election, or at least before the next congressional session, in order to expand Republican influence in the Supreme Court. He argues that there's enough time before the election cycle to review and select a Supreme Court justice nominee, and according to an NPR article that covers his story, he argues that since the beginning of the process, they had approximately 40 days before the election cycle and approximately 100 days before the next congressional session, which, according to him, is more than enough time. According to the same article, he also argues that this election cycle is different than last election cycle, because for this election cycle, the President and the Senate belong to the same party, while during the last election cycle, the President and Senate belong to two different parties. It seems that whenever Republicans say one thing, the Democrats say the complete opposite, and vice versa. There's always a disconnect, there's always a divide. Joe Biden is a leading Democratic figure, and he argues that Senate and President should wait until after the election cycle in order to select a new Supreme Court justice. According to a BBC article that covers this issue, Joe Biden accuses the Republicans in Senate and President Trump for abusing their power by trying to put in a new Republican justice in the Supreme Court before the election. According to him, this is an abuse of power because the Republicans should wait until after the election to determine and decide who the next Supreme Court justice is going to be, in order to give the people, the American people, you and me, more say and more influence on who the Supreme Court justice is going to be. Chuck Schumer is a leading Democratic senator whose views on this issue are very similar to Joe Biden. According to the NPR article covering this issue, he accuses Republicans of being hypocritical for refusing to have a senatorial hearing for Garland, who was a Supreme Court nominee set forward by President Obama during the election cycle, while approving and going forward with a senatorial hearing for the Supreme Court justice set forward by Trump during this election cycle. Nevertheless, these are just different political figures, different politicians who are talking about the issue. It's always important to understand and appreciate experts on the issue and what they have to say on any given issue. One such expert is a man named Peter J. Eckerman. He is a constitutional lawyer from the University of Pennsylvania, and he interprets the Constitution in a way that says that the Senate is mandated and obligated to have a senatorial hearing for any presidential Supreme Court justice nominee, regardless of election cycle or not. He points specifically to Article 2, Section 2, in peer-reviewed, editor-reviewed paper he submitted to the University of Pennsylvania Journal of Constitutional Law, where he interprets the Article 2, Section 2 in a way that it mandates the Senate to review any Supreme Court Justice nominee set forward by the President. Based on this logic, he argues that Mitch McConnell acted unconstitutionally during the 2016 election cycle when he refused to have a senatorial hearing for Justice Garland, who was selected and picked by President Obama as a potential Supreme Court justice. Based on this logic, it is safe to assume that Ekman would argue that Mitch McConnell is acting constitutionally during this election cycle because he is having a senatorial hearing for the Supreme Court justice nominee set forward by President Trump. These are just different perspectives on the issue from different stakeholders on the issue. Some are politicians, some are constitutional lawyers, and it's important to understand that it's a mixed bag. In conclusion, after the passing of Supreme Court Justice Ginsburg, the Republicans in the Senate have decided that they want to select and nominate a new Supreme Court justice before the election. Mitch McConnell is in favor of this, Joe Biden is against this, and while Peter J. Ekman is for it because it's constitutional, because that's how he interprets the Constitution. One last thought. This is a quote from Supreme Court Justice Ginsburg, who sadly passed away. "My most fervent wish is that I will not be replaced until a new president is installed.